Hello, everyone, and welcome to Effortless Teaching, the podcast from ABC School where we explore effective strategies and techniques for teaching English as a foreign language. Today, we're talking about a powerful technique known as the information gap activity. To help us break down this technique, we'll listen to some tips provided by an experienced EFL teacher and educational consultant. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is an information gap activity? Listen to what our consultant has to say.
An information gap activity is a communicative exercise where learners are divided into pairs or small groups, where each participant has some information that the others don't. The goal is for learners to communicate and exchange information to complete a task. This technique creates a real-life communicative context because it encourages students to use the target language naturally and meaningfully.
That was interesting. So, how can we make this work in a classroom setting? Let's listen to our consultant again.
Imagine you have a class where students are learning about daily routines. You could prepare two sets of worksheets, one for student A and one for student B. Each worksheet contains a different half of the daily routine schedule. Student A might know what happens from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., while student B knows what happens from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Their task is to ask each other questions to fill in the missing parts of their schedules.
This activity then promotes active engagement and practical language use. What are some key benefits of using information gap activities in EFL classrooms?
There are several benefits. Firstly, it encourages authentic communication. Since students genuinely need to share and obtain information, they are motivated to speak and listen attentively. Secondly, it helps develop fluency because students practice forming questions, responding, and negotiating meaning in real time. It also fosters collaboration and peer learning as students rely on each other to complete the task, and most importantly, it boosts confidence because students often feel a sense of accomplishment when they successfully exchange information.
When asked about any particular challenges which EFL teachers should be aware of when implementing the technique, this is what our expert had to say.
There are a few challenges to keep in mind. One potential challenge is ensuring that the information gap is truly meaningful and requires students to communicate effectively. The activity should be designed so that students cannot complete the task without interacting. Another challenge is managing classroom dynamics, and here teachers need to monitor interactions to ensure that all students are participating and that the communication remains in the target language. Teachers should also bear in mind that some students may initially feel shy or reluctant to engage, so it's important to create a supportive and encouraging environment. Let me suggest a few tips. Plan and design the activity carefully to ensure the information gap is clear and engaging. Use topics that are relevant and interesting to your students. Before students begin, demonstrate how the activity works with a volunteer or another teacher because this helps clarify the task and reduces confusion. Offer language support, such as key phrases or vocabulary lists, to help students formulate questions and responses. Move around the classroom to observe interactions, provide feedback, and assist students who may be struggling. After the activity, hold a class discussion to reflect on the experience. Ask students what they found challenging or enjoyable and review any language points that emerged during the activity.
Very practical suggestions indeed. We hope you found this episode informative and inspiring. Thank you for tuning in to Effortless Teaching. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep teaching. Goodbye.